Yep. Guys, how are we doing today? This is Rafael Feliciano of Sizzle SWFL Restaurant Week, and we are here at LaMoraga. We're getting a preview of their 3-course menu. So here's some of their items that you're going to see on their 3-course menu. And for you guys that don't know, Restaurant Week is May 31st to June 13th. The event is sponsored by Mercedes-Benz of Bonita Springs. And now something super cool that we started is that we have a FGCU, a Sizzle Southwest Florida FGCU Food and Beverage Scholarship. And what that scholarship is, $1 from every single Restaurant Week meal sold, whether it's lunch or dinner, is going to go to the scholarship donated from the restaurant. And the reason why something like that's really important to us is because, well, we deal with so many restaurants all year long that the number one thing that we hear is, do you have staffing? Can you help us? We need help back of house. We need front of house. And how can we do that? So we started a scholarship with FGCU that is for local high school students that are, local high school graduates that are attending FGCU and they're interested in the food and beverage scholarship, which is for the Resort and Hospitality program. And yeah, so take another look here at some of their items. We're about to bring Tom on, Tom Newton, the owner and ex-Super Bowl champion of the Ravens, right?
Oh,
no,
please,
man.
Rafael, please, come on. Starts with an R, you got that right. It was the Rams.
The Rams.
Now, they used to be in St. Louis, but
all right,
it's
get
a
in here,
long
get in
time
here.
ago.
So Tom, tell us, okay, Tom Newton, ex-Super Bowl champion, owner of LaMoraga Restaurant, of the Rams. The Rams.
Of St. Louis.
Which is, what's terrible is I wore your ring and your helmet and I still messed that up. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm
I'll
sorry.
forgive you.
All right, so tell us a little bit of LaMoraga.
Yeah, let's focus on food.
Yeah, let's talk about food. Let's talk about your restaurant first. You guys have been with Restaurant Week since we very first started. You've been one of the originals. We can even call you one of the founding members of Restaurant Week.
Well, it's just something exciting. I think it gives us as a restaurant to go back and play in the kitchen a little bit with chef and kind of see what we want to do, which direction we want to do. Gives us a chance to sample some things with our customers, and it's always an exciting time.
Tell us a little bit about LaMoraga and the international tapas, the cuisine. Like what is, if you've never been to LaMoraga and you see it right here beautifully on US 41, what do you expect? What kind of menu do you have?
Well, the concept originated as a very modern, contemporary Mediterranean fusion, I call it. So we're taking some classic Mediterranean dishes and primarily Spanish and tapas dishes, and then we put a little spin on it. We broadened for the Naples market and the U.S. market to give them a little bit more of a Mediterranean taste. So we got some Italian influence, some French influence, and like I said, it's got to be fun. If you look around, we got a lot of windows. We want a fun environment. This is not a people are going to hear us talk. No, this is supposed to be a fun place where you can come, have a drink, have some cocktails.
Happy hour. You guys have an amazing happy hour.
Good food and fun food, and leave with a smile on your face.
Awesome. Tell us now. You also do happy hour and brunch still, correct?
We close brunch at Easter. We do have one more for Mother's Day.
Okay, so we have one more brunch for
Mother's
Day. So if those of you guys are looking for something on Mother's Day.
And you can come without your mom.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
Okay. And you have happy hour.
And we do have happy hour, which we'll keep. It's from 4 to 6 every day, Monday through Saturday. All drinks half off, except bottles of wine over $100.
Tapas?
We have small bites and stuff like that, but we'll discount the liquor to make happy hour happy.
Cool. Awesome. So now we're going to get into a little bit of the Restaurant Week menu. We're going to start with your first course here. So tell us a little bit about this.
Yeah, so not to correct you, but however, we actually have a $35 and a $55 menu. So I kind of threw a little sample of some things together. The Manchego Pincho, which Pincho in Spain is just a little snack. It's baguette with tomato, puree, Manchego on top, and quince paste on top. And it's just a little something to get you started. That's one of the choices on the first course.
Okay, awesome. And you said how many courses for your 35 and 40 and 55?
The 35 is a 4-course, and then the $55 would be a 5-course menu.
Wow, that's awesome. So already right off the bat, 4 courses, $36 for Restaurant Week.
Correct.
All right, so we have your first course right here. Okay, so which one are we going to show next?
Well, I would say this is still on our $35 menu, which is actually came a little surprise and play. It is truffle season in Italy right now, and so we just kept it real simple. What do you do with
Truffle season in Italy?
Black truffle, fresh from Italy. And there's no better way to mix them just flat out with pasta. So we got some imported fettuccine, just with some mushroom truffle oil mix, so it stays nice and loose. Add a quail egg on top, and there's some fresh grated truffle on top. It's phenomenal.
All right. So the most important things you said: truffle, quail egg, on the $36 3-course menu.
Can't go wrong with that.
I mean, that's a good way to start if you've never been here. Awesome. So after this awesome dish right here, what would you say is next?
So I have two more dishes that are actually on the $55 menu. And one of them happens to be our seared sea scallops,
Which looks perfect.
which is served on a mango salsa and a coconut pesto. Flavors go really well together. Somewhat, again, that Asian coconut, almost Thai, but then chef sears the scallops to perfection, and it's just a little bite.
That's perfect. And that's awesome.
Well,
and that's on your 55.
That is on the $55 menu. Correct.
Okay, and tell us again, what is the underneath the bed? What is the bed?
The bed is a mango salsa
Okay.
and a coconut pesto. So
Awesome.
coconut pesto being basil leaves, coconut pureed in a blender, and then the mango salsa on top.
Okay, awesome. Great. Well, that's perfect. So now that leaves us with the last teaser.
Final teaser is a fresh Gulf snapper over soft polenta. And it's served over a very light and fragrant broth with a hint of anise in there. Actually, we use Greek ouzo to make the broth in there, and it's a nice light dish.
Perfect. And that's really, I mean, this is a great example of what you're going to see at most of the restaurants that you go to. I mean, you would say that some of these are great representation of your restaurant. If you've never been to LaMoraga, this is a great way to start, a great introduction to your menu and to chef's work. You've been part of Restaurant Week now since the end of 2015. What have been the benefits for you and the restaurant and your experience with Restaurant Week?
Well, I think LaMoraga, we started here, a year before you guys started the Restaurant Week. So it just adds a little bit more exposure to a market that we just haven't tapped into. So even though we've been here for 4 years, we still get a lot of people that drive by every single day that did not know that we were here. So, since we, I believe, showcase something that nobody else does here in Naples, we usually get very, very positive reviews.
Yeah. Let's see. Do you have your Restaurant Week menu near you?
I do.
Can we, how about this? We'll put it here so we can put the camera on it.
I'll tell you what, I'll open it back up.
Perfect.
And then you can kind of get a glimpse of it.
All right. So some of the items that we didn't talk about on Restaurant Week, go ahead and tell us a little bit about them.
Well, we kind of play with the Restaurant Week from day one, and we try to add some new and inventive items, and then also use items that we've had since the beginning. Again, we're after 4 years still a new restaurant to a lot of people, so we're trying to showcase some of our dishes that have been very successful, such as our beef slider. It's just phenomenal. It's a little bite. We create our own beef mixture with short rib and minced meat and sautéed onions with havarti, arugula, and an au jus aioli. It's just delicious.
Great. Are you going to have a bite with me of some of this? Out of these that's on the table, what's your favorite?
You know what? People ask me all the time what my favorite is, and it kind of depends what mood I'm in. Since it's right around 4:30 or so right now, I'm just going to go with a little pincho just for a little bite because I don't want to ruin my dinner yet.
Well, you already know where I'm going. There's no question.
Well, I thought you were just going to take the last 3 plates.
Oh, listen. Come on now. Give me some credit. I know I said some stuff about, getting the team wrong, but give me some slack. Oh, now this isn't part of Restaurant Week, but it's one of your craft cocktails.
Yep.
Delicious. Tell us a little bit about this.
That's something, again, I stumbled upon. It's actually, the cocktail is called a French Invasion. And just like everything else, it's got to fit the theme. And we had somebody coming in here selling French whiskey. Again, something that you don't really see. Sample it, really good. Brought it in as a cocktail. Play on a Manhattan, but to me, just a little bit better.
Yeah.
And nice and refreshing.
Well, I'm not going to argue with you.
Well, while you're sipping,
All right, perfect. Cool. So let's give this a try.
just a little snack.
And this is before the main course. And that is an appetizer.
That's yes, both menus have this on their menu.
Awesome. Here we go. Let me.
I don't think you're sharing, are you?
No, not at all.
See, back when I played, I was eating like you, but I can't do that anymore.
All right, guys. So here we are. This is we've tasted the food. We've had a few drinks. We've had a pre-teaser of LaMoraga's 4-course and 5-course restaurant week menu. It's going to be available. We're announcing all the restaurants that are part of Restaurant Week tomorrow at noon. That's going to be a really big day for us. We're going to be hyperlinking all the restaurants. Make sure you check our social media, our Facebook page. Restaurant Week, May 31st through June 13th. Presented by Mercedes-Benz of Bonita Springs. Tom, LaMoraga, thank you very much.
Rafael, always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. And we're out.
Hope to see you.